Hey, if you're watching this, you probably already know how to make something people want to buy. The thing that's keeping you stuck isn't the product, isn't the platform, isn't even the traffic. It's that you don't have a system connecting them all together. That's the one big domino. And once I show you how to knock that down, the rest falls into place. Stay with me. I'm Amanda Boggs, and I am going to walk you through the exact four-piece system that's been bringing me sales for more than 25 years. In 1998, I was working a corporate job in publishing as a designer and writer. I was pregnant with our first baby. We had just bought our first house, and then my husband Jerry was hurt in a work accident, and he was home on disability. We were losing $600 every single month that he'd been making in overtime. I didn't get paid maternity leave. All of a sudden, I had to figure out how to make thousands of extra dollars every single month, and I had no idea what to do. So I got online. It was still pretty new at the time, the internet, and I started freelancing at night. I made my first $500 in 5 days, and I was hooked. Problem was, you had to know how to code back then to sell on eBay, which was the only sales platform. So I was freelancing, but I also wanted to sell on eBay. So I went to the library and I checked out HTML for Dummies and JavaScript for Dummies, and I taught myself. I sold things from around the house at first, outgrown toys, clothes. Some stuff sold, but most didn't. And this is the thing nobody tells you. A few sales don't make a business. I had random sales here and there, nothing consistent, nothing I could count on. Then one day I was helping my grandparents clean out a closet and we found this garbage bag. And it had my mother's childhood dolls in it from the 50s, but they were all broken. My grandparents didn't have a lot of money, and so my mom didn't have a lot of toys, and the ones that she had were really precious to her. So I decided to repair them and give them to her as a gift. So I went on eBay to get other broken dolls that had the parts that I needed, and I couldn't believe what I saw. Broken dolls were selling for more than anything I had ever sold. So I wondered, how much are they worth if they're not broken? And it turns out they're worth a lot. So I taught myself to repair dolls. I bought boxes of broken dolls at yard sales, and then I would fix them up one at a time, and I would sell them one at a time. And I started to write a blog about this, and people started asking me how I did it. How exactly did I get the dolls fixed? So I started selling instructions. And then people wanted to know where to get the supplies to fix the dolls. So I started to sell supplies. And people wanted to have me fix the dolls for them. So I started a doll hospital and fixed other people's dolls. And then people wanted to know how to start their own doll businesses. So I started business coaching to teach other people how to start doll businesses. And that's when my four-piece system showed up. It wasn't planned. It just happened because I noticed once I started writing my blog, that started bringing in more and more leads. Then I added them to an email list that kept them warm and turned them into buyers. Then Pinterest brought new eyes and eBay did the selling for me. I wasn't online all day. I was raising babies, I was gardening, I was living my life, and sales came in anyway. And I now have 14 online shops. I'm a top eBay seller. I'm a top 4% Etsy seller. So far this year, I've taken two vacations. One was for 10 days and one was for a full week. And my sales went up 30% both times while I was offline. The system works, whether I'm watching it or not. So before I show you the system, I want to kill some beliefs that keep people stuck because I hear these all the time from people just like you. So, belief number one, I need SEO to get traffic. Almost never is it the SEO. It's almost always that there's no system in place beyond the sales platform. I have blog posts from 2011 that are still generating leads. Pinterest pins I made a decade ago, still working. None of that's SEO, it's the system doing the work. Now, false belief number two, I'm not technical enough to set this up. Look, I taught myself HTML from a library book in 1998. If I can do it, you can do it. And I will literally walk you through every single click. The Tech Vault has step-by-step videos for everything. You don't need to be technical. You just need to show up and press the buttons when I tell you to. All right, belief number three. I need to be on every platform to make this work. No, you don't. So first of all, things like social media didn't exist when I started my business. Nowadays, there are so many options, people get overwhelmed. You just need to pick one. You're going to master the system around it, and then you can add more later if you want. I have 14 stores now, but I started with one. Most of my income came from eBay and Etsy for years before I added the others. I have my blog. Now I have other channels. I have YouTube, I have a Facebook group, but in the beginning, I just had my blog and that worked fine. Don't let the platform count keep you stuck. Just go ahead and start. So, the system that I teach is a four-piece framework, and here it is, four pieces. They work together. Piece number one is your sales platform. This is where the transaction happens. eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, whichever one fits your business, although you really do need to choose a platform where you can DM your buyers. So I don't sell a lot on Amazon because of that, because I can't DM my buyers. So, pick your platform, pick the one you want. You don't need a fancy website. The platform does all the heavy lifting. It has traffic, it does payment processing, it collects sales taxes. Now, piece number two of the system, whoops, sorry, two, your email list with a lead magnet and a nurture sequence. This is how you stay in touch with people who aren't ready to buy yet. Give them something useful, a free chapter, a checklist, a voice memo, and then nurture them with stories and tips and offers. Most of my sales come from people who joined my list 6 months ago and just now decided to buy. The list does the selling for you while you sleep. Piece number three of my sales system, your evergreen search platform. For me, that's Pinterest. For you, it could be YouTube or a Reddit forum, anywhere where searchable things like that you can post from other places stay up, and people who are looking for those things, looking to solve problems, can find them for years. So whatever content platform lets you put up content and have it bring traffic over and over, that's what you want. So my Pinterest pins from 2014 are still driving traffic. You don't have to dance on camera. You don't have to be an influencer. You just need to put out useful content on a platform that doesn't expire. Now, piece number four is the last piece, your long form content. And this is something like a blog, a Substack, a YouTube channel with real teaching, somewhere where people go to learn from you. And this is what builds that trust that makes someone pull out their credit cards. Short posts won't do it. You really need long form content. I write a blog post that has been bringing in leads for years, since 2011, to be honest. So here's how the four pieces connect. Someone finds your evergreen content. They find your blog, they find your YouTube, whatever you're doing, and they click through to your lead magnet. They join your email list. You nurture them. They buy from your sales platform. Then they refer other people who do the same things. It's a loop. It runs without you. If you do it right, you'll get the same people coming back again and again and buying from you over and over. Now, the stack and the offer, this is what I'm putting together for the founding cohort of the Signature Sales Blueprint. You are not getting a finished, polished course. You are getting in on the ground floor. The first three modules are ready right now. You get immediate access the moment you join. The rest come as I finish them. And this is the great part. You are going to help me shape what gets built. Here's everything you get for the founding price of $1,497. First, you get 7 video modules walking you through the four-piece system with lifetime access. That's a $997 value. Then you get 3 group coaching calls with me. I charge $500 for a single hour of one-on-one coaching. So you're getting $1,500 worth of access to me, $1,500 value. Next, you get the Six-Figure Store ebook. This is my full guide on every single platform, what to do to make your store successful. The value is $25. Then you get the Canva Genius ebook. This walks you through everything about Canva, how to make digital products, how to, make your social media graphics, everything. Values $25. Then you get AI prompts with each lesson that help you customize the course to your own business. The value of that is $197. Then there's the tech stack with step-by-step videos that walk you through everything you need to do to set up your tech. That's $197 value. And then your 90-day custom plan built just for you. I'm going to build this for you at the end of your 3 months of coaching. $197 value. This founding member pricing gets locked in for life. You keep the videos, the books, the call recordings, all of the resources and everything at the founding price for life. That's priceless value. The whole total of this stack is $4,138 in value, but you are going to get it for $1,497. That is $2,641 off. You're getting the whole system for less than half price. So there are only 25 founding spots. When they're all filled, this cohort is going to close. And the next time this opens, it will be at least $2,000, and you won't be able to get in on the ground floor with me. So here's my promise to you. If you show up to the modules, if you show up to the coaching calls live, if you do the work, and if you get to the end of the 90 days and you don't have a working sales system, I will personally work with you one-on-one until you do. That is my you show up, I show up guarantee. That is the deal. I am so glad you made it to the end of this video. This tells me you're serious about your business. You're serious about getting your store off the ground. You're serious about getting sales. Click the button below to join the founding cohort, and I will see you inside.